Hi there, hope you're having a good day and welcome back to another video. In this one, I want to do an update on the basketball shoes with the best traction this year. Last time we did a video on this was like 6 months ago. So I picked out the top 5 shoes released so far in 2022 that have the best traction. We'll quickly go over each of them and also let you know what to be aware of in case you're considering getting a pair. I know that for a lot of you guys watching, traction is the most important performance aspect when you're evaluating a new hoop shoe, because really, if you're slipping a lot on the court, nothing else can really make it up. Also, if you're new here, I go over the on-court performance of basketball shoes as well as some lifestyle sneakers all the time. I'm also trying to upload a new video every single day this month, so please consider subscribing if you haven't. And let's get started and see which shoes have the best traction now that we're heading into the last quarter of the year. First one on this list, probably also the #1 best traction among all shoes this year, if I have to pick, is the Jordan Luka 1. I mean, with the Luka 1, you're going to be stopping after pretty much any type of movement with no problem at all. This is a very squeaky shoe indoors. I've kept my pair for indoors only, given that nice translucent outsole, and the way it grips the floor is just crazy. It's interesting because Luka himself isn't the fastest or most shifty player, although his moves do require good traction to create separation. In case you're wondering where the Luka 1 ranks in overall performance, the Formula 23 foam wasn't the most impressive setup, and it does take some time to break in, but it has great stability and lockdown, and I would put them as a contender for top 5 of the year so far. So the rest are not in any particular order, but are in the highest tier of traction performance. The KD15 also has amazing traction. In terms of being able to consistently get to a hard stop with no slipping, the KD15 can definitely get the job done, just like its previous version, the KD14. Right from the first few times playing in them, you can hear the rubber squeak even if you're just slowly walking on the court, which is usually a great sign for good traction. And indeed, these guys have a very good grip. The outsole doesn't pick up much dust either, so they work really well even on dusty courts. One thing to keep in mind is that the KD15 is a really tight and snug fit. Like, I had discomfort in the toe area towards the side, and a lot of you have said that heel slippage was a big issue. My pair was okay, but the overall comfort level was a little disappointing, just so you know. Another shoe that you will almost never slip in is the New Balance 2 V2. This shoe is for sure a genuine surprise for New Balance. Earlier in the year, we saw DeJounte Murray and Zach LaVine playing in these. They are very squeaky in the indoor gym and also very lightweight despite the chunky look. As a mid-top, they feel low to the ground and is a very good option if you are a shifty player. I assure you that they can get the job done in this aspect. Also, an immediate step-in comfort right when you first throw them on, so even better. Dust pickup was also not an issue. The traction pattern is like half translucent and half solid rubber. And yeah, anyways, the 2Way2 is just a fantastic shoe to hoop in. Moving on, the Curry 4 Flotro also made this list for me. So other than the Curry 4 upper, you can basically expect the same level of traction performance as the Curry 8 and 9, which is really good. It is a flow also, and my only concern is that because the traction works so well, sometimes it creates a little bit of inconsistency. The upper doesn't really provide enough support to go with such good traction, and my feet felt tired after long runs in them. Other than that, great shoe, super dope retro design, but I guess they're kind of hard to come by because most sizes sold out fast on Under Armour. Last one, a familiar one, the Nike PG6. I won't spend too much time on these because I've talked about them so much in my previous videos. Just excellent traction and a very safe choice if you're looking for a new pair of hoop shoes. Some honorable mentions would be the Puma MB.01. The translucent outsole colorways work better in my experience, by the way. The TRC Blaze Court, Harden Volume 6, Zion 2, Kyrie Low 5, the list just goes on. But my top 3 would be the Luka 1, KD15, and New Balance 2 V2. Again, #1 would be Luka 1, but all of these should work really well and you shouldn't really have any problem with the traction of any of these. Remember that we're only talking about traction here, and for the sake of this video, I only focused on shoes released in 2022. So that's it for this video on the basketball shoes with the best traction this year. If there's enough interest, I'll probably do like a final list at the end of the year to recap everything, so stay tuned for that. Please let me know your thoughts on any of the shoes mentioned above in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.